chat from here. It's not telling me that I'm live. Oh, I guess it is. Huh, that's interesting, huh? Let's see if I can. Alright, gang. We're starting up part 5 here. Try to get 2 seasons done in this video. Try to get 2. But in this video, we're starting at pretty much 0-0. Scores 40-40. Tied Duke, Carolina. So let's see where we can get to from here. So I've done the ABL scouting. Let's look at our rosters first. We're going to look at this Carolina roster, and it's a pretty good roster. This is what we're going with. If we have a weak spot, it's here at the 4-man spot. But I like our bench here. For our bench, we got this guy's really a point guard. His passing's not that good, but he is a point guard. Then we got a wing here who's really a guard. He's a guard in a wing spot. He can shoot. And then we got this forward here. So we got guard, wing, big like that. Going 9 deep. Burton, he's a pretty good scorer. Want him to take some shots. He's got good consistency as well. I might want to actually up his 3-point shot. Yeah, let's up that some. It's because that boy can shoot the rock. But Sting, we're primarily going to play through Byerson and Burleson. Abdullah, he's going to run the show like he did last year. And we're going to play Carolina basketball. That's what we're going to do. Take a look at the sliders for Carolina here. And I haven't really changed these much. And I'm not going to change them now. So they're just going to stay right here. Duke. We're pretty much, we got a lot of guys back from last year. So we're going with what we did in the last season, so pretty much everything's going to stay the same for how we ended the season. And we got guard, wing, big again. Benson, he's a point guard, but he's point guard in a wing's body at 6'8". So he's our first guy off the bench. But I think we'll be pretty good. And they're going to go with the pace and space, just try to outscore everybody. Play super fast. Okay, so recruiting, Duke looks good. The number 1 player here, we're pretty much guaranteed to get him. And in the ABL, he averaged 11-11. He pretty much averaged this all 4 years he played. Real good looking player. Like if you look at this, he's a real good looking player. B+ consistency. Athlete, can score in a variety of ways. A- shot off the dribble. So he's going to be able to be a straightforward, good skill, good handle, good pass. So really like that. Now this guy right here, hoping we get him. But if you look at his grades, he's got A+ shooting, A+ athleticism. Really want to get him. Again, the CPU tends to under-recruit these guys in the event that UConn does recruit that guy. I got some backups here because I'll pretty much get either one of these guards. And I'll just scout them during the season to see which one I would want. I may end up taking both of them if I don't get Brazel here. I got another backup here in case I don't get the number 1 player. He's a good backup plan right here. Look at Carolina recruitment, not as strong. So that number 1 player, Carolina was like battling Duke for the number 1 spot. Now they're just here at the bottom, like they're in the 4th spot. So it's what it is. Got 2 scholarships. So this guy, I scouted him some during the ABL. Good looking player. So I do want to get him. I'm going to I'm going to recruit him heavy. He's going to be my number 1 option. In the event that I don't get him, we got this other guy from Greenville, so we'll get a Greenville point guard regardless. This backup guy here, he doesn't look too bad. He doesn't look too bad. Then we're going to bring in this big right here. Pretty sure we're going to get him. Had a good season. What our other guys do. Alright. So now let's just take a look at everybody on our target list, what they did in the ABL. So this guy was top scorer, 18 points, out of Michigan. Looks like it'll be us and Georgetown and Pitt dueling for him. 18 and 11, 2 blocks. No, it's turnovers. Yeah, 2 blocks. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, that guy we're recruiting this year, he got 2.5 blocks. That's pretty good. See what our guys average from the field. Oh wow, this guy I really want, and that's pretty good. He got 108 shots on the year, 48%. That's pretty good. And here, highest volume 3-point shooter here. He shot 39%. Check out Duke's guys. Oh wow, guy averaged 13. Oh wow, that's that backup guy. Oh, 13 rebounds, crazy. Is his rebounding attributes better than our guy? No, they're not. So outside of that, nothing really crazy. This guy averaged 3 steals out of Durham. We'll be battling UNC for him. Percentages. Oh wow, this guy shot 50% from the field. That's good. Hopefully we end up getting him. What he averaged? 14 a game, 7 assists. That's a pretty good player. Oh wow, this is pretty good too. Out of Malden, Massachusetts. 40 attempts, 43%. It's pretty good. The ratings don't really show that though. Wow, that's that same guy. Alright, we need to get that guy next year. He's going to be good. Going to be real good. Alright, so let's go to the ABL. To see if there's anybody in here in the senior class that sticks out as someone that's like, man, we might need to get that guy if things fall through. Alright, this guy, we've actually scouted him a bit already. I think I'm good on that. See, this guy, we scouted him as well. I think I'm good on that. Oh wow, the #1 center. Oh, well, I ain't got no choice but to be good on that. What do you shoot from 3? 43%. Okay, so if things fall through, this might be a guy. Nah, not gonna land him. Let's look at the top rebounders. Oh wow, that's pretty good. 15 a game. That's crazy. Alright, yeah, he's one to look at. So is this guy. But alright, I'll write both of those down. Write those guys down. See, any point guards? Oh, wow, number 52 here. I feel like Vanderbilt's probably going to end up snagging him up. That'll be a good get for them, or whoever he is. Oh wow, that guy, one of those guys we looked at, he also, wow. So they're both up there. Those are going to be good players. All 3 of these guys. Let's see if anybody shot crazy from 3. Oh, wow, this guy shot crazy. This did worse though. This guy shot crazy. I don't know, I might need to put him on the list. Yeah, let's add him. He shot crazy. His consistency might be high because his attributes aren't that well. He's a leading scorer too. Yeah, I definitely want to add him. I know I passed on him earlier, but still, that 3-point percentage, it brought me back in. This guy right here shot 40. Yeah, I think that'll be enough here. I think that'll be enough. These 4 guys. Alright, that's what we're going to go with. So we're going to go ahead and get this season started. Duke and Carolina should be 1-2 preseason. And they are. They're up there. So let's go ahead and do our recruiting. Who are we with? I think Carolina, Duke. So we definitely want to recruit him. Then these guys, these 2 are pretty much guaranteed. I think he is too, but I don't think I want to recruit him as a backup. Let's not do that. Let's just recruit these 2 here. Alright, then we can add a guy. Let's add a freshman. I think I actually scouted some. Yeah, I scouted 3 guys. So let's see who's the best player out of them. So it's not going to be you. He did get less usage though. It's going to be one of these guys. Kind of like the top guy better. Let's go with him. And then we'll do Carolinas. They got 2 scholarships. This power forward, need to recruit him heavy. And that guy as well. Hopefully we end up getting this All-American. I think he'd be real good. Alright, so we're going to skip forward and see, well, before we do that, do want to go check and see where our team is standing with our chemistry after we do this recruiting. Man, that's crazy. We got to get that guy, man. We can't let other people come into Carolina and just steal recruits. Like, that's crazy. I know ECU would love to have this guy. I hope you get him, because that means we got another guy. Wow, Georgia Tech lapped us. It's fine though, we right back over here. Let's see, and then between these 2 guys, who's better? Who's better? I don't know. I think I like this guy more though. Gonna recruit them both, but still, don't know which one I like more yet. Alright, let's go see where our teams stand with the team chemistry and whatnot. So Unity's almost up there. 2 coaches on the floor to start the season. So this should be all maxed out by the time we get to the NCAA tournament. So Duke will be in good shape. Pretty much same deal for Carolina. Pretty much same deal. Alright. Let's get this season going, boys. So I think we're going to end up getting him. Well, UConn offered him. I think that's dead worse. I'm going to still recruit him, see if we can land him. Might have to try to cheese it at the end, but it'll be worth it if we get him. It'll be our best recruiting class yet, because we get a number 1 and 2 player to go along with number 21. Carolina's gonna end up getting both of those guys. That's good. Alright, let's advance forward here. Carolina ran them boys off the court. They're looking good early in the season. Oh, Abdullah, 24, 7, 6, and 4. Oh my goodness. Okay. Watt, 27. We put that boy in the start lineup. He's hitting 4, 7 from 3. Okay. Gonna have to end up probably changing our point guards to cheese this one. We're gonna get the big though. That's good. See, Duke played a game. They won. Ran those boys off the court as well. I think, so we're definitely going to get this point guard. We're definitely going to get this power forward. The one I'm most worried about is this shooting guard. Probably end up going to have to try to cheese it, but I think we'll get him. I think we will. And if we don't, there's a point guard here we can look at trying to get. Did I do Carolina? Yeah. So Duke's got Columbia. Carolina finishes out their in-season tournament. Alright, so Duke dominates yet again. Let's look at these 2-point guards again. Yeah, the top guy was better. Real good defender. That's crazy. On Carolina, Hayden L to DePaul. That is insane, bro. Ain't no way. Beat ACC for Boston College, though. How's recruiting looking for Carolina? Looks like they're going to get their point guard. Good deal. They need it. Recruitment hadn't gone the best for Carolina so far in this sim. ACC Big Ten Challenge. Carolina's got Purdue. Should have given them Indiana, but whatever. Duke's got Ohio State. Currently in a battle for Ohio State with a recruit. So that's interesting. Louisville as well. I'm pretty sure they're going to land him. Alright, so Kane is hurt, and that's bad, because he's our 4-man. It's real bad, he's the 4-man. Tell you what, let's do this. Let's move Benson to the 4. He's going to go crazy next year. That's a cheat code right there. We're going to need him to play big against Ohio State so we can get the win. He the monster ganger, 27, 8, and 5. Carolina, I believe this is Maui. Alright, they pick up a big win against Ohio State and another big win against Texas Tech. Real big wins. Carolina jumped up to number 1. So Duke, we know Duke didn't lose. So it's got to mean the injury did it. Alright. Don't worry, West Virginia. We're getting that guy because I'm changing some positions around. You ain't even got to worry about it. Ain't even got to worry about it. We'll cheese it. Also choose some for Duke as well, because even though we stayed in the lead for this guy, I'm gonna make sure we get him. We definitely have to do it for shooting guard. I think we're good on point guard. All right. Let's see how we do in this ACC Big Ten Challenge. We'll change our positions around to guarantee those recruits. Duke, even with Kane out, dominates Ohio State. So let's look see what they do against Louisville, who's a number 5. That's going to be a game. Benson, 26, off the bench. He went nuts. Well, he's coming off the bench starting, but he went for 26. He went nuts. Carolina also blew out Purdue. All right, all right. Let's see what our player averages are so far. Pretty even distribution for Carolina. Byerson kind of leading the way for us. Where are these guys shooting from the field? Burlington shooting 50%, 40 from 3, okay, and almost 90 from the free throw, okay. Almost a 50, 40, 90. Almost. Burlington shooting 42% from 3. Watt getting a start, shooting 35. 38 for Abdullah. Oh wow, 55 for Bruce. He's going to go crazy next year. See what Duke got going. Oh wow, Keita's averaging 23 points. 5 rebounds, 4 assists. All-American status. 7 rebounds for Schwartz. Let's see, what are these guys shooting from the field? Wow, Keita's shooting 46 and 47. That's crazy. Ramos 55 and 57 from 3. That's insane. 50% from 3. Kane shooting 71. That's crazy. All right. Let's change these positions around some. Let's change all of our point guards here. I don't think we got right many here for Carolina. We could go ahead and change the power forwards too. Yeah, just to make sure we go ahead and get that guy to sign. Carolina, the interest should be looking right now on those recruits. They are. We took the lead there, got the lead there, so we're good there on Carolina. Now just to do Duke. I think we need shooting guard. We need shooting guard and power forward to open up. Yeah, we need shooting guard and power forward. He's good there. Let's change you. Probably just need to change you anyway. Keep you changed. Center. And I think I saw one more shooting guard up there. Actually, 2. Alright, let's see what the interest is looking like now for these guys at Duke. So yeah, we're going to get him. We're going to get him too. awesome recruiting classes. Awesome. So yeah, Duke got their guys. Opens up 3 target list spots. I'm going to add some freshmen for Duke. Let's add you 3. Leave those other 2 spots open for next year freshmen. Need to change spots back though. I mean, it's good these guys can't decommit like on college football 25. Cause these guys would decommit as soon as I did this. Cause hey man, it's not what we signed up for. I know. I wonder if Iguodala's coming back next year. No. Well, probably not. Oh, I didn't change Kane. That's right. That's right. I did. Right here. You need to be a 2. And I think there's one more. I'm gonna keep you at the 3 just because he's got a body type for a 3. He doesn't really shoot the ball well enough to be a 2. So I'm gonna keep him at a 3. Alright. See if the rotations were damaged. And they weren't. So we're good there. Some dongo that he needs to be changed back to it. No? Oh, that's right. That's that freshman we got out of Canada, and he was really, really good. Keep him right there. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do it that way. Change Carolina's roster back. That's right, they did pick up an L. That sucks. Let's see. Who are we going to be changing back? Is he coming back next year? Probably not. I think it was point guards and power forwards for them. We'll move you back to power forwards. Chapman needs to move back. Probably play center next year though. Keep Cambridge there. Your neighbors need to go back to point guard. And I think we have one more guy. One more. Uno mas. Burton. I'm not sure if I want to change him back though. I'm not going to change Burton back. We'll keep it how it is. Alright, we're good to go. See, they're recruiting. They signed both those guys. See what we can open up for our target list. Got a lot of guys that got to recruit that year. 5 guys. That's a lot. Let's add. First, let's see what's in North Carolina. North Carolina. Alright, let's add both of these guys. And then let's just add one sophomore. Let's see. Ooh. Definitely want to add one of these guys. Who averaged better? Well, he didn't play. Let's request a tape. Tape don't lie. Dang, I like both of these guys. Do him. Pause. I kind of want to add him too, man. Who the other sophomores we got in this class? Oh yeah, him definitely. Dang, I don't know. Can we take off one of these juniors? Let's see if there's anyone we're not gonna get. I think we're gonna get all these guys. That's crazy. We can add that sophomore next year if he's still interested. Alright, so let's take it on to ACC play. Let's see, when is Duke's guy coming back? 17 days. So that's 14, 15, 16. So after this game, he should be back. That'll be right before UNC plays Georgia Southern. Let's see what Duke does against Louisville at home. Close loss, 4 points. And that's crazy considering that we're missing a starter. But Duke takes their first L. It drops them all the way down to number 7. Gotta imagine Carolina claimed the number 1 spot. As Duke goes on to mollywop those two teams. They're putting up a lot of points. 3 games this week, and after Radford, we'll get our guy back. They were really mollywopping teams here. Keita's been the best player. Benson had 30 points. That's crazy. And he's going to be moved back to the bench. Benson had 19, 8, and 8. Oh my goodness. Man, I really like that player. I really like that player. And he was our lead guy against Louisville. It's crazy I'm about to move that guy back to the bench. Truly insane, if you think about it. This Duke team is stacked. I want Benson to have a lot of time. I want him to play 25, 24 minutes. Alright. And that fixed the Duke lineup. Carolina hasn't taken another L. They've only played 2 games. In one, they mollywopped UAB. Then in the other one, they demolished my alma mater, Winston State. That's crazy. It's crazy. Alright, and Carolina's got some big games coming up at West Virginia. St. John's at home, they're undefeated. In Florida at home. See, Duke's got Florida State. Okay, big time matchup. Then we'll go into a tournament. Who's in our tournament here? UConn, who we just beat out for that recruit. Alright, so we start ACC play here against Georgia Tech. So we'll simulate up to this game. And we'll see where we're at. See where we rank. See what our players are doing. Blew out Florida State there. I actually need to stop and make sure they didn't blow up my rotations. They didn't. Yeah, well, let's look right here. McDade's gone. About time. He didn't do much. Where's Benson at? Oh, wait a minute. Why is he at the center? Wait a minute. Let's make sure Kane's playing, because he didn't play in that last game. Maybe it's just because he was injured, they didn't bring him back. Yeah, I don't know. I thought he was back. Let's make sure he plays against JMU here. Already did, so they got my rotations fixed now. What did Carolina do against West Virginia? Another thorough whooping there. Chapman, big man, 20-5. Oh, they played a couple games. Alright, so demolish, or wow. 11-point win against Georgia Southern. A little close for comfort there. 15-point win against the Johnnies. Okay. So let's simulate forward in ACC play. See what these teams are looking like going into league play. A healthy Duke destroys UConn. Let that Canadian know that, yeah, you made the right decision to go to the right school because UConn's not getting it done. I think Duke and Carolina will. They're going to compete for both ACC championships this season. Ooh, that was a 70-point win. Jesus Christ. Keita 26-8. Kane 24-5, Benson 20 off the bench. 13-15 with 3 blocks for Benson. How well do we shoot from 3? 11 for 25. 72 shot attempts. 47 rebounds. 31 assists. 6 turnovers. That's insane. But yeah, they've been looking good. This guy, we let him drop 26, but it doesn't matter. He scored almost half their points. It didn't matter. Destroyed UConn here. Keita with 14-10. Good game on him. Kane 23-8. All right, Keita 19-7-8. He definitely should have went to the draft last year. Like, he is too good. He is too good. Averaging. Well, let me not get ahead of myself. Wow, we got 6 guys averaging 12 points or more. Keita, the lead man, averaging 18, 4, and 5 with 2 steals. That is insanity. That's insanity. Carolina, they're not lagging too far behind, honestly. They're actually the number 1 team, so that Duke Carolina matchup is going to be crazy. Pirates 26-11 there, and 29-8. So let's see, we got 1 matchup this year. See what Carolina. So Byerson's averaging 16-6 with 2 blocks. Dooley averaging 12-5. It's going to be a battle between these teams this year. They're both really, really good. It's what I like to see, man. It's what I like to see. Then we can look at any of these advanced stats. Carolina's scoring margin is 25. That's crazy. Number 3 offense in the nation. Number 36 defense in the nation. Where's Duke at there? I guess I got to be on Duke to be able to see that. Duke is number 1 offense in the nation, number 1 defense in the nation. Margin of victory, 37 a game. That is insane. Turnover ratio is, turnover margin, -10. Assist turnover ratio, 2.1. I wonder what Carolina's was. 1.7. So it looks like Duke is better. Let's go to the team stats. See, so very close. Duke averaging 96, Carolina averaging 93. So Duke's leading in all the stats. Statistically speaking, so far they're better than Carolina at everything. They're better on field goal percentage as well, 3-point percentage also. Carolina is better at free throws. Let's go nationally and see where these teams rank. So they're 1 and 2 in points. Duke leads in rebounds. They're 1 and 2 in assists. Duke 3rd in blocks. Wow, Duke is like 4th in turnovers. That's crazy. Let's look at our percentages as well. Duke one of the top teams in field goal percentage. They're both top teams in 3-point percentage. Let's see. I guess we can look at opponent stats too. Oh wow. Duke is pretty good on the defense. I see why. They got that #1 defense rating. Let's see. Opponents' turnovers per game. Carolina and Duke are really high in that. So they're forcing a lot of turnovers. Duke holds the defense. They hold the other team to 33% from the field. That's crazy. Okay. So let's see what ACC play does for these teams. Carolina starts off by absolutely drubbing NC State, keeping that non-rivalry alive. 3-point win against Boston College. That was close. Now they'll play Virginia at home. 13-point Dubski. Retain that #1 ranking. Then Virginia Tech at home. Blowout. Now they got Miami. Another blowout. Played at Miami. So they may not have another loss going into the Duke game. Trap week here. No trap at number, what was that, 15 or 5 Clemson blew them out. Now they got Florida State at home. So they did their part, 23-1. Virus in there. Wow, that's a game. Yeah, that must have been number 5 Clemson, and they blew them out the water. Just out the water. This is a really good team, man. Like, this might be, out of all the Sims I've done, it's really hard once you replace all those guys that Carolina had, because for some reason, they just don't recruit well in the game. Like, they just, well, he dropped a 30 burger. They just don't recruit as well as the other teams that are in their ilk. So it's just hard, but I put together a pretty good team. And Duke ate 1 loss, so we're not going to get a 1 versus 2 matchup, but we'll get a 1 versus 3. See where the Carolina players' stats, if they've changed any. Looking more or less the same. More or less the same. Dude that ate a loss to Clemson at home too, 10 points. Ouch. But outside of that, pretty dominant in conference play. Pretty dominant. 60-point win over Maryland here. Ramos with a 23.7 steal performance. That's insanity. Let that guy get 30 points. Come on now. Key to 23, 5, and 7. Hey, we had our way with Maryland this year. Ramos, big game out of him. Close game against Miami. That was trap week. So we're going to see what's what. We'll see who's who when Duke plays Carolina here. And Keita's averaging still 18, 4, and 5. Okay. Solid work by the lads. And Duke won. That's a game. That's a game. What's that? 200 points scored in this game. That's cool. See that in a college game. This game lived up to the billing. Keita versus Abdullah. It's definitely a key matchup there. Probably 2 best point guards in the country. One's a 95, one's a 96. Watt went off for 19. Ramos, so it was a matchup there as well. Okay. 2 guards slowed down a little bit. Kane slowed down a little bit. He was going against Chapman, so he was pretty much having to guard the center. But we had a little battle on the block as well. Byers and these 5 turnovers might have been what did it for Carolina. Duke 8 of 26 from 3. Carolina 10 of 26. Duke put up 4 more shots, made 3. And Duke's 30 of 34 from charity stripe. Carolina 26 of 29. So pretty evenly matched. Carolina got 2 more boards. Yeah, I think those turnovers are what did it for Carolina. I think that's the story of the game. And that was in the Dean Dome. And I think that might be the only game we get between them until conference tournament time. So we're going to simulate this week, and we're going to see what RPIs are looking like. Duke drubs Virginia. Both of these teams should look really good in the RPI. Carolina should still be number 1 if Duke is 2. See what they look like in the RPI. Oh wow, so yeah, it's coming around for Duke. They got 4 coaches on the floor, a lot of game experience. RPI 6-2 against the top 50, 9-0 in road and neutral games. That's amazing. So Carolina's going to have to have a pretty strong resume if they're going to get the number 1 overall seed. So right now, Duke does technically have a better resume. So Carolina played more road neutral games, so I'm not going to hold that one loss against them, but they do have a loss against a team in the 51 to 100 of the RPI. And who's that? It's not Duke. It's DePaul. So that's holding them back. They got to hope DePaul improves. All right, we'll finish out ACC play here. See what our teams can accomplish. They'll probably go head-to-head in the ACC tournament. I'm thinking we're going to finish 1-2. And right now, if they both win out, Duke gets the ACC regular season title. If they both win out. I think they're both going to get 30-win seasons before the NCAA tournament. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, Carolina's just got to win one more game, and they got it. So they lost to Clemson there. See if they get a win here. Alright, so it's only 2 losses in ACC play. So they could have won it. If Duke slipped up, they could have won it. Clemson did their thing there. They're a pretty good team too, 26-6. 17-7 for Chapman. Ooh, 32 for Watt. That's a career day for him. He's going to be really good next year. He'll probably be our main guy next year because I think Burleson, 14 assists. That's crazy. Because Burleson, I don't think he's coming back. And Byerson's not coming back. So we're going to have 2 starters. It's going to be these 2. Bruce, he'll come back. So it'll be Bruce, Wyatt, Groove if Burleson leaves. Where are we at with that? States. So yeah, Carolina, they were real dominant. They were real dominant in that run. Let's see what Duke did. Duke did amass 1 more loss. I think that only puts them at 2 ACC losses. Carolina has 2. So Duke is the ACC regular season champion. Let's go ahead and pin that in. Actually, let's confirm it. But yeah, so they're tied, but Duke got the tiebreaker. So because they won the only head-to-head matchup that those 2 teams had. So, and did Duke have a 30-win season? Nah, they're sitting at 26, so they'll have to win 4 more games. But we'll go ahead and add Carolina's 30-win season and Duke's regular season conference title. So right now, it's 43-42 Duke. And they're both going to get tournament bids, so I'll go ahead and put those in. So it's actually 44-43 Duke. Now let's go ahead and look at our final RPIs. So while Duke 12-0 in road neutral games, that's crazy. 5-3 against the top 50. Carolina, dang, that loss against the 51 to 100 hurts them. But 17-1 in road neutral games is crazy. That's crazy. All right. So let's recap what Duke did here. They did lose at home to Florida State. That's crazy. They lost 2 home games. Those are the only 2 games they lost in ACC play. But other than that, pure dominance from the Blue Devils. Well, Oh, Georgia Tech almost got us here. They almost got us. Pretty much running roughshod through everybody else. Key to 12, 8, and 11. Almost messed around and dropped a triple-double. Alright. So, I guess the computer, they're going to give Carolina the regular season title, but that's not the way it should be because we got a tiebreaker. So we're going to simulate these games, see if Duke and Carolina play each other here. And they will meet. They will meet. Carolina almost didn't pull it out with this 1-point win against Florida State. But they get it after beating NC State in the opening round. Dude, their games weren't close at all. They absolutely dominated both Boston College and Georgia Tech. Benson's putting in work coming off the bench. He is going to be insane next season. Like, I can't believe he's coming back. He's going to be a cheat code. Alright, this is probably going to be for the number 1 seed. The number 1 overall seed in the East region. And it's going to go to Carolina. Whoa, they dubbed the Dukies. Abdullah, hey man, that's a good game. 5, 7, and 6. For college, that's a good game. Chapman 17 and 11. He played really well this season. Burleson had 22. Who would be the MVP for Carolina? So it's going to be between Burleson and Chapman. Let's give it to Burleson. Alright, so we can go ahead and add those points for Carolina. They definitely won that one. So now it's 44-46 Carolina. And I think Duke is sitting at 28, so they'll need to make it to the Sweet 16 in order to get their 30-win season. Alright, so let's advance forward and see what our guys got. That's crazy we were able to field these two teams that were this good at the same time. I'd have to say it's probably going to be Carolina that goes further than Duke. So Duke has maxed out Team Unity, have 3 guys just missing 1 game experience block, 4 coaches on the floor. Carolina has maxed out Team Unity, 3 coaches on the floor, and 2 guys. One of them's missing 2 game experience blocks, and one's missing 1. All right. So Carolina got that number 1 overall seed. Duke is going to Houston. That's where their region will be if they can get to that second weekend. Carolinas will be in D.C. All right. So Carolina's going to be in a bracket with UConn, and Duke dubbed UConn. So Carolina should be able to do the same thing. Duke's going to get Dayton. So let's see what happens here. Carolina advances. Oh, look at the draw. They get Holy Cross, so you might as well go ahead and pencil them in as having an Elite 8 appearance. But in this first round here, second round, Abdullah played well. First round, everybody played well. Oh, Duke still got to play Dayton. Alright, we'll go see what Duke did. Carolina has Holy Cross. The winner gets Xavier. So Carolina will pretty much have an easy march to the Final Four. If they can, how good is Xavier before I say this? How good are they? Let's go to the A10. Xavier finished tied for second in their conference. They're 95, so that's not going to be an easy matchup for Duke. It's not going to be an easy matchup. And Duke, wow, destroyed Chattanooga. What's this? 60, 70, almost a 90-point win. Oh my goodness. Kane dropped 36 and 6. Is he going to be back next year? No. 36 and 6 is crazy. Ramos 20 and 10. 8-8 for Iguodala. Off the bench, Benson with a casual 16, 5 and 5. In the second round, they destroyed Dayton. Wow, let that point guard get off though, but still. Now Duke's got, oh wow, so this is basically a home game for Rice, and they're not bad, so they could win this. And the winner gets Arizona. Let's see, so who plays first, Duke or Carolina? Carolina. So let's do Duke's side of the bracket first. See if Duke can make it to the Final Four. All right, Chapman got hurt. That's not good. That is not good. So Duke defeated Rice. Let's see, I think Carolina, I think Duke plays next, so we'll go ahead and simulate this game. Then we'll check on Carolina because we have to edit the rotations. We'll see if Duke can make a Final Four, and they do. Beat Arizona by 20. Kane with 29 points. He's got to be the region MVP. They're going to advance to the Final Four where they'll play UNLV. Carolina lost. They lost by 1 point. 1 point to Xavier. We almost had Duke Carolina in the championship game. That would have been cool. So let's go ahead and pencil in the points we got so far in the tournament. Let's see. Duke adds a Sweet 16, an Elite 8, and a Final Four, bringing them up to 53. Carolina adds a Sweet 16 and an Elite 8, bringing them up to 51. And I think Duke also, they also got their next 30-win season. So Duke is actually at 55, so it's 55, 51 Duke. And if Duke can finish the story, claim this national champion, they'll have a 9-point lead over Carolina in this series we're doing here. They got to go through UNLV, who's a really good team. UNLV always does really good in Sims because that Nevada, Arizona, Texas, Southern California area, whole lot of talent there. So if you can get like one of the Arizona schools, one of the Utah or Nevada schools, you can do really well. Let's see if Duke can advance. They advance. Closest game they've played in the tournament. Kane with 18 and 5, so either he or Benson are on pace to be the Final Four MOP. And the winner of Xavier Villanova is Xavier, gets to play Duke, and Duke dominates, utterly dominates Xavier here. Kane, obvious Final Four MOP, 22 and 8. Had a good game, so let's go ahead and add those final points to Duke. So Duke, I've got Duke already having a national championship here. I don't feel like they've won one. I feel like this is the first one we've won in the sim. It doesn't feel right. Nah, it's the second one. It's the second one. I forgot we won one. That's crazy. That was the John Shire team, I think. Yeah, it was. Okay, so that's 2. So now Duke is sitting at 60 points. It's 60-51 Duke. All right, so we're going to close out the season here. Go through the awards, see what our guys do in the All-American game. Between both sides, we got quite a few guys up there. So North Carolina, so Duke losing Keita, Iguodala, Kane, and Schwartz. But they have a lot of talent coming back. Duke has performed really well in this sim, really well. 3 Final Fours. Only 1 year we didn't make the Sweet 16. They performed really, really well. Carolina has only 2 guys leaving, Abdullah and Byerson. So Carolina's going to be really, really, really good next season. They're going to be really, really, really good. probably be better than Duke. But they've been really good in the sim as well. Alright, so let's see. Okay, we can get rid of, this is for Duke. We're gonna get rid of both of you guys. Well, we're gonna get rid of both of you guys. And add in these guys who are better recruiters. That's all we care about with Duke, just getting the best players we can get. Carolina, we care about teaching. I think we're just going to leave Carolina how it is. Let's see how our guys do here. I think Duke's got 2. Carolina's got 1. Carolina, their guy out of the East. So, yeah. He was as good as I thought he was. Let's switch to Carolina, actually, so we can see his scouting. He is as good as I thought he was, because even though he's like the number 6 point guard overall, he's number 4 point guard, number 12 overall. Did the scouting on him. He's really good. The only thing he really can't do is rebounding, and his intelligence is pretty high. He's a good player. And then Duke, there are 2 guys. Here's one of them. That power forward number 1 guy. He had 10 boards, 5 assists, 4 blocks. That's crazy, man. This guy's got to be a beast. And the other guy we had, he might be on the West. He is. He's right here. First guy off the bench, had 7 and 4. All right, let's go ahead and save this. Then let's go to these awards. Hopefully it doesn't crash on us. Alright, so of course we're the champions. And I got the coach of the year. Oh, we got defensive player of the year in Byerson. Okay, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. No All-Americans. North Carolina, this should be the Duke, but it is what it is. Duke got coach of the year. Player of the year is this guy. I think he dropped 30 on us with Duke, maybe. What's this guy's recruiting rate? 42. So first team all-conference point guard is Keita, who averaged 16, 4, and 5. UNC got the second team with Abdullah, who averaged 13, 4, and 5. Byerson was first team as well. Carolina averaged 16, 6, and was the National Defensive Player of the Year. Duke got 2 second-team selections. Oh, Ramos is back. Duke is going to be good, too. Both of these teams are going to be good next year, too. Schwartz got second team. Then all-freshman team, Songando, from that Canadian guy. Hey, man, we had this guy buried on the bench getting, like, how many minutes a game did he get? Getting 3 minutes a game, and he's an 84 overall freshman. That is insanity. That is insanity. But, all right, guys, that's it. I was going to do 2, but I got to work in the morning. So I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.